It's new equipment. Well, alright, fair enough.
I was like, isn't it though?
What's up?
Oh, everything's ready.
Oh, no headphones?
I got headphones.
I know you do. I'm not putting them on.
No Sprite drink?
Alright, you tell me when you're ready, dude. You got a drink?
I'm ready. Everything's good.
Okay.
You guys start.
We're on air.
Yeah. I'm going to shakily make myself a drink for 5 minutes.
Got it online, live on Podbean.
Alright. Welcome. Bienvenue, willkommen, bienvenidos. Schnozzcast por Friday, October 4th, 2019.
I didn't know this was going to be the Spanish.
Right.
It's an international podcast.
Seriously, what is going on?
See. This is episode 40, kids.
Oh, is that why we're doing it in Spanish?
What's Spanish for 40?
I don't know. I didn't take Spanish.
I have no idea.
If you know what Spanish is for 40, email us at schnozzcast@gmail.com.
Or just tell Cory in the Podbean live room.
You could, but now he's abandoned his post to make a drink. It should have happened before.
And we're relatively certain nobody's in the room.
How is everybody?
Good.
Oh, great. Great week.
Yeah.
We can. Yes,
yeah.
we're going to try to make it better for you tonight.
Yeah, hopefully.
That's my only job.
I hope so. Danielle,
Finn,
Yes.
say hello to the fine people at Podbean
Hello, fine people of Podbean.
and all the people out there, Mr. and Mrs. America and all the ships at sea. Anybody else who might be listening to this through whatever social media platform they might get it on. Podcasting network.
Let's get it on.
Cory Slesky, how are you now?
No, not so bad. And you?
Not so bad. Did you guys see I sent you the link for the trailer for New Letterkenny?
Yes.
I did.
Oh, it's an epic trailer.
Looks like it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, we're only 10 days away, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, sounds good. Let's say 10 days away.
Is it less than that?
No, it's October 14th.
Oh, okay.
I was guessing. But I knew he would know.
I thought it was the 11th for some reason.
Let's say it's 10 days away.
And last but not least, the tiebreaker. The man without whom all ties would end in ties. Nicholas Bader.
How are you now?
Good, and you?
Not so bad.
What you eating, sir?
Pizza combos.
The finest of all the combos?
I need some sustenance.
I see. That's a small bag, though.
That's all they had. I was very disappointed. I'm like, what are there, 7 in here?
Yeah, but they're all filled with real cheese.
You know what's a bummer when you go to get combos and you get like a flavor that you think is really delicious, and it's not the pretzel ones. It's like that bread cookie outside with no salt, and it's like, what the fuck did I just buy? And the inside's good, so you keep eating them, but you're like, I don't have to like it.
And also the bag you bought is 5 times the size of that bag.
Yeah.
It's the giant bag.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck.
I gotta break these open with my teeth and
I didn't even
lick
save
all
my
the
receipt.
insides out. You know,
can't return this.
Who eats them? What kind of psychopath eats those?
Yeah, can I help you?
I'd like to return this open bag of combos, please.
Yeah,
they
I don't
fucking suck.
I don't care for these.
Sir, do you have your receipt?
Well, you don't know. It's like it's hard to tell from the outside.
Do I have my receipt?
That's right.
This is false advertisement.
Sir, how do I know you bought those combos at this establishment?
I didn't even walk out.
So you say. I have cameras that may, in fact, prove otherwise.
Listen, are these delicious salted pretzel combos, or are these disgusting cookie cracker bread combos that nobody likes?
So what you really want is a lawsuit against the combo company for false advertising.
They put a little picture, but it should be in bold letters.
This is not a pretzel.
Unsalted, unpretzeled.
Distributed by Mars Wrigley Confectionery.
Philip Morris.
They are an official partner of NASCAR. That fits.
NASCAR. Woo!
Yeah.
Gift board.
That seems legit.
Yeah, but I hit it on the money this time, but it's just like, if they served combos as a complimentary treat on an airplane, it's about the size that I have, so. Bag.
Yeah.
Of combos.
Are they gone now?
Almost. I've tried to keep them in the middle of the table because there's a wild animal on my feet right now, so.
A hairy beast.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just had to text Kevin. Sending me many question marks going, did you start yet?
Oh, perhaps if he was
Why
on
wouldn't he
Podbean.
just go to Podbean and go, are they on Podbean?
I told him about it the other day,
The other day.
but as Nick will tell you, he's just a cute little lab.
He always gets mad at me, so
Are
let's...
labs forgetful? Do labs often use different fonts in their text messages like that?
They're supposed to be very intelligent animals.
Loyal, we know, right?
Well, yeah. We're not saying anything about Kevin's intelligence.
I think we were. So apparently you forgot how to get to Podbean.
Oh, there he is. He finally made it to the Podbean Live studio.
Fantastic.
Look at that. Welcome, Kevin, welcome. All the naysaying and finger-wagging that's been going on about you. And here he is. Loyal to the end.
Is this the end? This might be the end.
It might be.
I was taking a look, I guess, for housekeeping. This is probably the only housekeeping. Well, I did get a new router today, boys and girls. So we're brought to you by the fine folks at Wow. That's Wide Open West.
Weren't we not brought to people by Wide Open
also-
West the
yes.
last...
The same people who've been
Like the
screwing
last
over
year.
for Schnozzcast podcast for the last few months.
Yeah, I think it's a little quick to jump the gun on giving them
A
free
shout out.
advertisement.
Well, it's a bit of the carrot, bit of the stick, as they say.
Right? And the last 39 podcasts have not been brought to you by Wide Open West.
Did they just supply you with a new router then, or?
It was the third visit, and yeah, they said, we're going to swap out your router. I'm like, about fucking time you are.
After being here 3 times.
But the greatest part was, I was in the living room, I was on a Skype session with 12 people watching. I was running it. I'm running the meeting. And it's just bam, 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 bam on the door.
Violently masturbating
And I'm
while
like,
these people
God
watch.
damn it.
Bob's new cam show.
I'm like, I can't go answer the door. I have these people are waiting for me. Luckily, Jack walked in.
I have to help
at
supplement my
that
friend's
same-
income now.
It's not like I'm fucking telling a story.
Wanking with
I know. I'm listening to you.
Motherfuckers.
I know.
No one likes that.
Wanking Raking
We'll
05.
just talk. So Jack walked in, and he's like, yeah, the wild guy's here. I'm like, cool.
I'm like,
Direct you to the
Jack.
back bedroom, and whatever they need, just tell them to get to work. So I went ahead with the meeting, and all of a sudden,
Chuckleheads.
everything stopped. Like, I lost phone, but not everything. They didn't tell me they were cutting the power. They just, like,
Oh,
shut it all off.
that's nice.
In their defense, you did tell him just go to work.
No, I told Jack to get him back in there. But you would think they would be like, hey, we're going to shut off the internet right now. Nope.
Oh my god. Quite the trying day.
Yeah, other housekeeping. I took a look out at the various podcasting platforms for their analytics and determined that they all suck. All of them. There's no way we have 1,000 downloads on Podbean, and there's not enough data on iTunes to even give us a goddamn pie chart. Ridiculous. Spotify is really the only better one. Spotify will tell you exactly how many clicks you're getting, it'll let you do some sort of analytics. But so for right now, I think Podbean Live is probably the good news about doing this. Podbean Live is they're the only platform that's really giving us any kind of good analytics as far as how we're doing. So
Kevin,
thanks, Podbean.
Yep, Kevin says, so long to Podcoin.
Oh,
Apparently
right.
Yeah, he told me he tried logging into it the other day, and it just
Time
wasn't there, basically.
gone.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he was a little upset about all his,
How many pod coins did he have?
He had like $3.17.
So he's probably super fucking pissed.
He's
then.
been listening for like 3 years.
he was a little upset at work the other day.
ignoring my kids, listen to podcasts, try to get those coins.
Kevin, how does everything sound coming from Podbean Live?
Kevin, take your hoof and just paw it twice with it for a yes and once for no.
His hoof, is he a horse now?
That's good. Labradors can't. Labradors don't paw.
He said-
They can't count.
He says crystal clear.
Excellent.
It's wonderful.
So, what else is going on in the world of Danielle Finn these days?
Oh, let me tell you.
Do
Yeah,
tell.
yeah.
Someone decided to purse dial 911 today.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
How do you purse dial 911?
My phone, we were leaving, shut up. We were leaving Home Depot and...
Ma'am, are you in danger? Are you here on your own volition? Is this man trying to harm you?
We were leaving, and I put my wallet back in my purse after we bought spider spray. Well, all of a sudden,
all they could hear is, "Stop it, Cory! Stop it, Cory!"
Spider
Who is this Cory
spray.
person accosting you?
Spider spray to kill the massive spiders that have made home of my house.
Oof.
On the outside. It took a lot of sprays to kill them. But anyways,
Now I know why Cory doesn't go over there very often.
we're out in the parking lot, and I heard like what I thought sounded like a siren, and I looked at Cory because I was like, "Was that you?" I thought it was his phone ringing.
Does he have a siren ringtone?
He changes his ringtone all the time, so I just assumed it was him. He goes, "No, it's not me."
Typical.
Well, we get in the car, and I hear a lady's voice start talking from my purse. It's fucking 911. I somehow called 911. So I answered it, and I told her like it was an accident. It went off in my purse. Well, the phone disconnected. So then I get a text message from dispatch asking me what my emergency is, what's my location, and then the city of Roseville calls me to 911 to see what's wrong, and I've got to tell 3 different people that it was an accident.
So I'm like, oh great, we're definitely getting pulled over on
I
the way home.
know, but
A likely story if you had a gun to your head.
So did
thankfully,
the cop show up?
No,
Okay.
no, because I
Say
answered.
everything's fine.
Because
Say everything's fine.
I was able to tell dispatch that it was an accident, so they just disregarded the phone call.
I charge you for an accident?
Find out.
I don't know. I guess I'll find out when I get my phone bill.
Yikes. No, not the phone company. The
Yeah, Michigan Bell.
I don't know.
Making it from payphone.
Right.
I don't know. Will the city send you a bill?
No. The accidents like that happen. If you were to call and
If you were to do it every day, eventually I'm sure you'd see some sort of fine.
yeah,
Right.
or if you were to call for like a ridiculous reason that were to tie up police personnel, then they would bill you for that.
Yeah. Which I mean,
Or an ambulance or something.
right. I mean, it is good to know that they're very persistent when you don't respond to a phone call if something were to actually happen. Because they made it so easy now when you push on your phone to make an emergency call that you have 10 seconds before it calls 911. And if you don't answer, they keep trying to contact you.
It was your phone?
It was my phone.
See, that's why Cory has all the biometrics on his stuff. Because without the lashes and the hand and everything, like, he wouldn't have been able to do that. Something to think about.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Although I
blonde eyelashes accepted.
did have to show restraint and not yelling rape in the background when she was on.
Yeah. Because
phone
then
dispatch.
911 would have had to come because he would have been dead.
That would probably be relatively self-serving for you as well, though.
Yes, it
You're
was.
saying a call of rape would have ended up being a murder charge?
Yes.
Okay.
As it stood, Cory was driving and also drinking in the afternoon, as he does. So it probably wouldn't have worked out for him.
Attention police in Dearborn Heights, Inkster, and Roseville.
Look out. We just came from Baffin, where I was doing shots of
Baffin.
pop off in the parking lot because of my misery.
Drunk and angry.
You can't do shots there because they don't sell 'em.
Rape. Driving. Cory, stop.
Wait,
This'll be so funny. Woo. Ah, crap.
I feel like that was more akin to like a Peter Griffin rape scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of a mix sometimes. He doesn't like when I do his own voice, so I have to, do a Peter Griffin every now and then. Even though he's not Peter Griffin.
Yeah, if
You
I
know what
was
I mean?
him, I'd rather you did
You know what I mean?
my voice, yeah.
Yeah.
I sound like Peter Griffin.
Right.
How many people in the room? Just checking.
-2.
-2.
We had some random person just pop in and say hello, but they just left.
But we have the setup where as long as there's less than 50 people, it doesn't cost me anything to listen.
Correct.
Okay.
Which is good for right now.
So it costs people to listen?
So
Them
over
or
50,
you?
Over 50. No, you have to pay like
It's like 70 pod beer. They're not called pod coins.
yeah. This
They're
is
called.
the-
I think they're called beans.
Oh, pod points.
No, seriously.
pod points.
That's it,
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right here.
It had a thing that said
Okay.
like you need to have 40 beans to enter. I'm like, what?
Yeah. I'm still unclear as to how you earn the beans.
I think the more live shows you listen to, the more points you get. So
So
that's
you have to
Ooh,
pay.
Kevin.
Hold
Go,
on.
Kevin.
Hold on. You have to pay beans to listen to a podcast, but you also earn beans from listening to the podcast.
Yeah.
you only have to pay beans for the
50. if you're the 51st or more person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you could technically... How long do you have to listen to the podcast before you get the bean, I wonder? Is it like 20 minutes? Or just
I don't.
Hey, fellas, what's going on? See you later. Click.
I mean, you might get a bean for just entering the room.
Wow.
Or not.
Well,
why are we calling them beans? They're points.
Bob?
Because pod points sounds like we're talking about,
has
a
Nick
science
earned
fiction
any
movie.
coming into the room?
I don't know. But
Yeah.
have you spoke about this with your new girlfriend?
No.
How many times do you have to listen to the podcast before I get the bean?
Should I be calling it the bean? Is that
Well,
what the kids are doing? Is that what the kids are doing nowadays?
You said she liked the podcast.
She did, but I don't think she's listening to Podbean. I don't think she has Podbean on her phone.
Surprised you didn't install it yet for her.
I set her up to subscribe to
Bob.
iTunes. That's how I did it.
I'm disappointed.
Why?
We put it on random people's phone that we run into at the bar, and obviously you can see it works because they're not here.
Well, I put it on her phone.
Oh, you
iTunes.
did?
Yeah.
Okay, for iTunes.
Yeah, I subscribed to her, in fact, against her better judgment. It was a forced subscription to the podcast.
Yeah, I've done that with you.
And by the way, she thinks you're a goddamn hero, so I would...
I don't know why.
Neither do I. I've been asking myself that for the last several weeks, but she loves your impressions. And
Oh, good.
thinks you're dreamy.
Wow. Dreamy? Not gonna be a part of your menage, Bob.
There was no menage. Dude. The way I heard it, it sounds like I'm out the door. In a hot second.
If I only had a sexy saxophone drop right now that I could play. I don't.
Oh, good.
No, I don't.
Everybody looked at me. I'm like, I don't know.
I tried to look it up a couple times and it was something completely different. So
You have a folder full of drops, though, I thought. Right?
I do.
All right,
Drop folder.
Make a note in the notebook. Saxophone drop needed.
Sexy sax.
That's probably the name of the file.
Nick, these are all just pictures.
Right. These are all just naked ladies
Naked
with
saxophones, yeah. I'm sure it's from nakedladieswithsaxophones.com. All right, so Danielle's got herself a purple-colored White Claw, which I assume is some sort of
Black cherry?
grape puree.
Black cherry.
No? I feel like I prefer to go with grape puree.
What?
No, say don't put it there.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh. And Cory's got his trusty room temperature Sprite and vodka.
No, I had ice in my.
Did you?
Yeah.
Branching out.
Wow.
I'm proud of you, sir.
Turning over a new leaf.
As a matter of
For
fact,
fall.
I put ice in the old hydro flask before I left the house.
I'm assuming that Hydro Flask cost more than the last 4/5 of vodka you bought.
No.
So,
That was only $20.
Really?
Yeah, they're not
How
expensive.
much is a fifth of Sobieski?
$10 or $11. That's like some of the best cheap vodka you can buy. Like, seriously, you can actually make a martini with it. It's good.
Okay.
Won a lot of awards. Sobieski is awesome. I told Danielle that I saw her White Claw, which she's got the big boys tonight.
Just one.
And that's all you're going to have is one?
No, this is the only big one I have. The other
Okay.
ones are normal sized.
And
She likes it big, but only once.
And sorry, Cory. And so
Hey, get it more than once.
No, he was apologizing to you, not for you.
I saw her White Claw and raised her a Griffin Claw.
Oh, it's pumpkin.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Automatically not interested anymore.
Oh, seriously, pumpkin?
Griffin Claw Screamin' Pumpkin Ale. Oh,
No, thanks.
ale brewed with pumpkin and spices.
I just can't.
For the spooky Halloween season.
I can't do it.
They
I'd rather
supposedly have a pumpkin spice White Claw, but I think that would make me throw up.
Yes,
It's
it would make
spicy.
anyone throw up because it's White Claw.
No. Shut your mouth.
I think I would rather have Indy throw up a
Ew. No.
slimy hairball on my feet than drink pumpkin spice beer.
Oh, it's delicious.
Hold on, are you then going to ingest the slimy hairball?
I would, if that kept me
Ugh.
away
Is that
from
part of the package?
kept me away from pumpkin spice.
Can I have a White
beer.
Claw in the worst flavor imaginable, please?
No, it's actually delicious.
I'm sure it is. I'm just not a pumpkin spice guy. Not,
Yeah, if
not
you're-
a pumpkin spice latte. I don't like pumpkin pie.
I never used to be. I hate pumpkin pie.
That's weird then that you would drink that.
That is weird.
But
It's,
and I used to pumpkin beers. I was like, "Ugh, I don't want like nutmeg in my fucking beer." And
I don't have a problem with nutmeg. It's a pumpkin. I have a problem with.
Yeah, well, what else does nutmeg go in? I don't know. Oh, nutmeg potatoes.
Only thing, eggnog would be about the only other thing I could think about putting nutmeg in.
I don't know if Todd Dillon's listening, but if he is, he knows who in the fraternity snorted a whole bunch of nutmeg.
Oh, that sounds like a terrible idea.
Oh, it was. But it was also hilarious.
Yeah, but it was very acquired. Just like beer, when I first started drinking beer, I thought it was disgusting. And then I acquired it. And then craft beers I thought were gross, and then I acquired it, so same concept.
Yeah. Oh.
Jesus.
Excuse me.
Sounded like an alien came out of your body.
Part of it did. It was angry pumpkin.
How the hell did we get to 40 episodes?
I'm not sure.
It's a mystery. Well, kids, what are we doing here? Are we doing cherries? Are we doing Fireball?
Danielle won't do cherries.
What's your pleasure?
And she refuses to bring anything for herself.
I still have the one from last time. I didn't drink all of it. I was just sipping on it.
I have a fifth of Blanton's superb whiskey upstairs.
Ooh.
It's very hard to get. A special gift from Todd Vincent Osborne Dillon. And it's been sitting there.
Danielle needs something fruity.
I got the peach in here.
That half of a real shot that I brought a month ago?
Mm-hmm. I just took sips of it.
For her.
What else does she like? Not my job.
I'm good.
Oh, Cory, you only have one job. That's it. What else would you drink?
Anything fruity.
Fruity liqueur. You mean like Boone's Farm?
Oh, that.
I mean, I used to drink it back in the day when.
Not disgusting 7-Eleven wine.
What are we talking about? What's fruit liquor?
Yeah, like flavored vodka or
just
peach flavor. Would you do a shot of peach flavored vodka?
Yeah.
Of course she would.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That's what this is.
Yeah.
All right.
She would all the times. Anytime she's had a shot here, I've provided them.
It's true.
Is that the McGillicuddy's?
Yeah.
But is McGillicuddy's vodka?
I don't know.
It's Schnapps.
Right. Okay.
It's what?
Schnapps.
What?
Schnapps.
All right.
You're welcome.
That's what we were looking for.
Schnapps.
Well played.
You're welcome.
Well played, Cory.
That's what we were looking for.
I like my SH words.
A lot of wind behind that.
All right. Could you sashay over back to the fridge and grab the Fireball for us?
Sashay.
All right. My apologies, Nicholas Q. Bader Esquire, but got a chance to properly wash the shot glasses from last weekend, so I'll let you have your pick of the following.
Oh, these are washed though.
These are clean. Yeah.
Okay.
These are the other dirty ones.
These aren't quite as dirty as the previous ones.
I feel like people are always like, "Oh man,
there's an apple pie one too."
I never. When people say they never trust a potluck.
Yeah.
There was some picture on Facebook, I remember.
There's a meme.
Yeah, where it was this is why I don't eat things that people bring into work or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's this woman in this really nice kitchen, and she's making all this food, and she has some of the stuff laid out, and the cat is just laying on the counter, and its ass and tail is on top of the food.
Oh my god.
And she's not paying attention, in the other direction, looking. It was a real picture. And I was like, exactly.
Dude.
So I just envision you being upstairs for a week at a time, and Indy licking all the insides of the shot glasses, and you being like, "Oh, we didn't use these. Here we go."
All right,
pass them around.
So for the listeners, these are in a cupboard behind a cupboard door, up 6 feet off the ground.
Are you saying he's not a smart dog?
They're clean. He's not a jumper. I'll put it that way.
Well, if there's hold on.
Yeah.
He knows you're talking.
Ears are burning.
What are you talking about me?
Talking shit about him.
So, if there's no, Cocoa Puffs?
Cocoa Puffs.
Corn Pops.
Corn Pops, yeah.
If there's no Corn Pops, would
Right.
Jack lick the inside of those?
No.
Okay.
No. Why? What? First of all, who would do that? Secondly, Jack knows what those are for, and he is no fan of the liquor. So, no.
Isn't he, though?
Yeah.
I think Jack's a mastermind. He's got you believing that.
But I think that college years will swing him back in the other direction. But
we're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
She drank 3 shots. It would be the equivalent of 1 shot of vodka, and she's probably gonna
I'm fine.
just have a little tiny taste.
Look how embarrassed she is.
I don't think she's embarrassed.
I'm not. I don't care.
she's teetering on rage. Is that it?
It is.
No.
He wants to get on my bad side again.
I do.
He's just trying.
I always, when they're super nice people, I like to make them pissed off. So.
Oh, good save.
You don't know me very well then.
Oh, yeah. Of course I do.
I'm not that nice. I'm not that nice.
That was reliably tremendous.
We can't take pictures of our drinks on here, Kevin says. Could he before on Facebook?
I mean, he could have posted in the comments.
Could he put in the comments? I don't
Really?
think you can post a picture in the comments of a Facebook live stream, can you?
I think so. And not that I ever recall him doing it.
Yeah,
If Cory doesn't know, I don't think anybody knows.
I don't think it's possible.
Well,
I
there
think
you have it, folks.
Kevin's just making up things.
Well, that's probably absolutely true.
Well, Kevin, what we do have is the availability to call in. We have to figure out a way so there's not reverb going back and forth. But you can request a call in to the show, and until we figure that out, we have a Band-Aid way of fixing that. So, but we have limited the calling guests to 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Yep, agreed. Follow?
Yeah.
You're fondly rubbing against your balls.
Wish.
There you go.
You wish, my
corkscrewing in your
into my
urethra?
scrotum.
Yeah.
God.
Why did it take us 40 episodes to come up with the phrase corkscrewing into your urethra?
Why do I have a feeling you
One of
said
life's
it?
great mysteries.
Why do I have a feeling you said it just so you could put it online?
Yep.
All right.
Episode 40. Let's go.
Going into your urethra, Bob.
I wish I was that smart.
I see what you did.
But thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah,
Now I have a
what you-
quote for Instagram.
Oh, of course you do. Isn't that funny how that all worked out?
Wait a second, this Instagram post was already up before Bob even said it.
I don't want to hurt Nick's feelings.
No, Kevin, actually this has nothing to do with you. It actually doesn't have anything to do with anyone in particular. Last week we had Dr. Phil Anton on, and Bob had made the comment that while we love Phil and everything was awesome and the cast went great, he thinks that we should segment the call-ins to about 20 minutes, maybe do one and then do one a little bit later in the show or do one on the next show, just so it doesn't completely distract everything from kind of the rest of the stuff we have doing. We had a great time with Phil. It was awesome, but we're just going to try and go that route next time and kind of see how it goes.
Yeah, it's like when you're in a driver's ed class and they go, okay, we're going to put the video on right now. It's going to be about 20 minutes. And after 5 minutes, everybody just kind of goes, let me look at my phone, let me take a nap. You know, it's hard to keep people's attention when we're all watching a phone that's sitting on the table. And the stories are awesome, and Phil knows we love him. But, we did the same thing with Todd. We had Todd on for a good 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And he told a couple of stories, and I would tell Todd the same thing. Like, yeah, we'll probably keep it to 20 minutes. And it's better as a segment than a whole half of a show.
Well, yeah, I mean, most podcasts, you know, Drew and Mike, Dave and Chuck, I don't know much about Dave and Chuck, but I've listened to them a little bit. But anytime at least Drew and Mike have a call in, I don't even know if it is 20 minutes. And it can be, you know, people from, lead singers of very popular bands and things like that. So we just have to, I think it keeps the attention span. And, as many people probably think with us and our friends and people they don't know until they, start actually following the podcast and get to know our little schnozzisms and things like that. You can only get on board so much if you don't know any of the people involved. You know what I mean?
Right.
So this actually was brought to my attention by Bob, and we talked about it. I know he talked about it with Cory, so we thought that would, to try it out. It's always a work in progress. So
yeah, and Phil's. I've known Phil for a long time. So, but when you do a podcast, I got to imagine it's like doing anything where you're doing it over and over and over again. You kind of feel what works and what doesn't, and I don't think I'm saying anything that anybody disagrees with. You just kind of learn as you go. It was fun while we did it, but I think best practices going forward. And you know what? It's going to make the caller. It's going to make for better stories because they got to bring the greatest hits. when Conan O'Brien has a comedian on, right? And they're not doing a routine, but they sit down in the chair. They're not there for the whole show. They come out there for, they're one of two guests. Probably.
Yeah, what, 5-10 minutes?
Yeah, that's it. And they got to bring the funny. They got to come with the greatest hits, and they got to make an impression. And they want to keep it moving, and keep it important, and keep people engaged. And that's exactly what we should do.
And it's to be fair. It's something to be said if someone's actually on the show. If you're here on the show and you want to bring things to it, that's great.
Oh yeah.
And in a sense, Phil was on the show, but it's difficult the way we had it set up. If you've ever talked to somebody on speakerphone and had a whole family in the room that wanted to say hi, and you're talking over the person, and they're like, "What did you say? We can't hear." So it's pretty difficult with that aspect of it. To whereas if he was here, we could all just exchange and have discourse. And
that's a great point. It's much less of a back and forth when they're on speakerphone.
Yep. Danielle does not agree.
No, I
just a head shake back and forth.
On here. I thought it said live, not live.
No.
So I thought you could do that and share that, but you can't.
Drink up.
All right.
Shut up.
What's?
Here's a question.
Yeah.
Here's a question. If anybody here knows, because I don't know, and we'll see if maybe Kevin knows.
Okay.
You would probably be the only person that would know, and if you don't, we'll see if they know, because I definitely don't. What episode of the Schnozzcast?
You have to get the episode number.
Episode number.
But you don't know.
I don't personally know,
okay.
but I know we could find out. Did Jack Rankin make an appearance on?
Oh man, that's a good question. I'm going to say
Bob's son.
I think are you talking about walked down the stairs or actually sat down? Participated.
Remember, he sat down and we was talking about hockey.
He talked about his show
and
too.
He talked about his band, the Spin Cycle.
I'm going to say 18.
You're going to say 18.
Yeah, that's my vote.
Corey.
I have no idea if I'm right.
Corey, that's not fair.
Are you looking it up?
He's trying
on
to.
YouTube.
He's trying to.
Dude, you're trying to go through 40 episodes on YouTube in 30 seconds?
There's no way you're going to be able to see.
Kevin thinks 12.
I already got it.
Kevin thinks 12. You
Shut
said
the
8.
fuck up. What is
I got it.
What is it?
So Kevin thinks 12. You said what?
18.
18?
What'd you say, Nick?
I'll say episode 11.
Danielle?
15.
Okay.
Some close guesses, but Nick hit it right on the head.
With what?
11?
Episode 11.
11?
Yeah.
How did you know that?
Because it was in the preview clip of the YouTube video. Of the YouTube video.
He just pulled up YouTube and looked at all of the episodes real quick.
Oh, on the big. Here's the list of all the episodes.
Yep.
It was in the preview where him sitting down.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well played.
I was going for closest without going over.
Price is Right rules. I think you won.
All right.
That's a great trivia question. How did our historian not know that? What the fuck is he doing?
Yeah. But he said 12.
Fucking embarrassing.
Or around that.
Fucking embarrassing.
He said 12.
Could be 13.
No, you're the historian. That's your only job.
You know what I think?
Trivia about the Schnozzcast.
You know what I think?
Yeah.
I think he did not want to sound like a complete psychopath. So he's like, I don't know, 12?
Yeah, that's...
Or
if that's what he was doing, then Labradors are smarter than I thought.
Shit, I just watched that episode yesterday.
As he's taking the knife and carving the episode numbers into his arm. Episode 11, Jack.
I wouldn't...
I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Another tattoo.
Yeah, see, Kevin shows up one day.
His wife.
Full chest piece.
His wife. All right, honey, I'm going to take my shirt off again. Kevin, I know you have a large back, but do we really have to do this after every time? Honey, you know this is what I like to do.
He's got.
Hey, I'm going to speak directly to Kevin right now and say I think you've got an important job, and I appreciate the fact that you're doing it, and I think we gave it to the right person. And the reason I say that is because when we publish these episodes, we could just easily go episode 40. Done. Episode 41. Done. No explanation, no description, no just listen and see what you think. But I was a big fan of Lost, the show.
So good.
He's going somewhere.
I like the fact that there was a mythology. that there was people would, they literally built Wikipedias around the show, going, oh, what episode was the polar bear in?
We need to watch that.
That kind of shit, like that.
It's good.
To have something like that for what we're doing, even though it's nowhere near as important. Not that a TV show is like super important, but
sure it is.
the fact that we could keep track of some of that stuff, and we could sort of put in the description of the episodes like what the high points are and who the guests were and how many times they've been on. That shit makes me happy. It just makes me happy. So
he did say he's almost done with it.
is he really? Is it going to be a PowerPoint?
He's
is he going to make a presentation to the board?
He's almost done with what?
That's what I'm asking. Is this going to be like a slideshow?
So actually, what he said was, ha 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 ha. Actually, let me do that again.
5 ha's?
Actually, my Schnozzcast project is almost over.
What does that mean?
We
Is he about to abdicate the position?
We talked about it already.
We
did?
Yeah, we all did.
What project?
Well, but this is an ongoing thing. Every week we get a new episode. There's always work to do.
Right, but he's almost, well then I guess technically he's almost caught up.
Okay, well that's cool.
That's the project?
But what is he?
I thought it was like a diorama
What
or
is
something.
what is the work? What form does the work take? Is it a detailed like flow chart? Is it in Visio? Is he doing a PowerPoint slideshow?
I don't know how it's going to be presented.
Is he going to do puppets? Is it a puppet show?
That would be pretty
It
awesome.
would be awesome if it was a puppet show.
Quid pro quo.
What's that?
Kevin says I will have to be on the show to release those details.
Son of a bitch.
And yet again, he secures
I'll
a seat.
say, kept that one in the old back pocket, huh there, Kevin?
He's been waiting to get back on here.
Devilishly clever, Kevin.
Ooh, shit.
Whoop.
That was close.
Kevin, the official Schnozzcast answer is, we'll think about it. We'll get back to you.
Our people get in touch with you.
Yep.
Send us an email.
In triplicate, and you'll receive a response in 10 to 12 business days.
Our people will contact your people.
Well, we could go on and on about Kevin, but I think we've got some other pressing business.
Here's a question. Has anything been added to your shelf?
No.
Have you ever...
No time.
Have you...
Ever once?
No. Since the last podcast, have you picked up the man in the mink coat?
No. I'm sure it's on the floor. Yeah. Yeah. The Q in the spider outfit? No, he's on the floor. I'll pick him up right now, though.
No? What's under the spider?
Tights.
Is that,
Tights.
Cory.
Yeah.
No,
which I assume is what he wore in the episode, but...
Just like store tights.
Yep. Perfect. Any more trivia questions for the group?
Yeah, no, Kevin said we got to take pictures of the shelf segment and post them, but it's dwindling.
I am not a fan of that.
Dwindling away.
Down to some cords and half deflated football.
So
lots of paper.
Here's the thing. So I feel like that there should be a homework assignment.
For whom?
For the 4 members of the Schnozzcast.
Okay.
Everyone needs to bring in 2 things that are not readily identifiable, whether it be inside of an Amazon box, a small one, something, but something from your past that we can nestle into the shelf. That Danielle, so it's not all about you, sweetheart, and the
segment is called "What's on Bob's Shelf."
Well, I will not bring in an additional shelf, so don't worry, you can still keep your shelf.
All right.
To constantly repopulate the shelf.
I do have many shelves.
Well, I can't bring anything in because that would be weird for me to find something on Bob's shelf that's mine.
But you can.
Yeah, but you could steer
you can
clear of what.
I've never seen this before.
You could do a WWE tag, and get a proxy.
Yeah. I still need to find my senior pictures. I still want to.
If they're on Bob's shelf, I'm going to be freaked out.
Bob.
I need to find those at my mom's house.
Yeah, you do.
And then maybe it could
do that.
Maybe it could be something that we ask a guest every now and then if you show up on the show, bring something in a small box or something in an envelope,
add to Bob's shelf.
Add it to Bob's shelf, and maybe we'll find it at one time. And then we need them to put a brief description inside in case they're not here. And that way, if we were to find it, or Danielle's to find it, or something like that, it would say, okay, apparently this is from Kevin, and he writes, da-da-da-da-da, this is what this is, and we show it up and describe it to the cast. And I think that would be an easy way and an effort to keep the things flowing on the show. And they'd have to listen because you never know when we're going to pick your thing.
That's true. What if we took these things and we put them into one box where then you'd have to pick something in it, but you wouldn't know whose it was?
Like a time capsule?
Yeah, but then
that's a great idea.
But then if the person's not here,
treasure box?
Yeah, if the person's not here, there's nothing going to be attached to it. We're not going to know.
But they'll put a note, like you said. They'll attach a note to it.
So if it was like a Ninja Turtle, it would have to be wrapped in a note.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine too.
Yeah. We're agreeing with you. So that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Any variation of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
sure. There's a lot he has going around right there.
Kevin also likes that idea.
Oh, well, now I don't want to do it.
Yeah. but you see what I mean?
Scrap the idea.
If I reach into if I reach into a box and find, I feel a giant set of F-15 headphones, I'm going to know it's Kevin's.
But we'll have to tell him what the idea of the bit is. So it would be stupid for him to put a giant set of F-15 headphones.
Oh, he'll put it in a small box.
No.
I don't think they'll fit in a small box.
It should be something that is not identifiable to you. It shouldn't be a picture of you. It shouldn't be like Cory wouldn't put a purple shirt in there because it'd be like, "Who's Cory's?" Well, we'll know right away.
Kevin just said weird. Kevin just said, "How about a white shirt?"
Kevin wants to put a white shirt in there.
I was kind of confused by that one too.
Yeah, how crusty would the white shirt be?
Haven't we already talked about Kevin and his Einstein-like wardrobe where he wears the same shit every day? How do we have any guarantees it's going to be clean?
No.
Well, I'm out.
No, so great idea. We'll have to work on that, and we'll tell our guests from this point forward. Bring something that you will get back,
or you may not.
No, you will.
You'll eventually get it back.
Why do I don't want to. I've got enough shit on the shelf. We're not trying to fill it with more stuff.
No. We'll move the stuff that we've gone through off the shelf somewhere else.
Yep, that's true. Yep. So I'll make a pledge to the Schnozzcast.
Yeah.
By next weekend.
I love giving Bob new projects.
One of these shelves will be empty.
Yeah. I was just trying to look to see.
Oh, look at all the room on the bottom of that shelf down there.
Well, not necessarily about room, but about using that shelf over there to pick something from. I don't know.
If that's it would be close to the video. I mean, I could move this over there, and that would free. That's fine. This could be the Schnozzcast Memorial Time Capsule shelf if you want.
Why is it memorial?
Because one day we'll all be dead. But the Schnozzcast will outlive us all.
That's true.
Thanks to the internet.
Fucking internet.
Yep.
So one day it's
true.
So based on everyone's age, if things all go correctly, it's just going to be Danielle.
Right.
Actually, it's just going to be Cory.
It would actually just be me.
I would say he's the youngest.
Welcome to the Schnozzcast.
Yes.
Cory's on this.
All my friends have died.
Welcome to another episode of Schnozzcast. It's me, Cory, again.
I'm not.
Looking around the table.
I don't sound anything like him.
No, you be old.
Everyone's good.
Yeah, but that sounds exactly like an impression of someone else that we know.
Oh, no.
It was close.
Yeah, as a friend.
Butt straps.
Oh. Good old butt straps.
All right.
So I do have to ask a question. There's a listener on here that...
Question time.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce the username, but it's YVESBRUX.
And Yves Brooks.
Sure, there you go.
Maybe we could ask our resident Russian that's here.
It's French, dude.
What's her name?
It's French.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yves is French, yeah.
Well, that's not the way it's not spelled.
Yves, YVES is Yves.
All right. Don't speak French.
I do. I'm just telling you, that's French. If it was Russian, I would have dished it off to Ivana Tinkle.
There you go. That's all I was looking for.
So their profile picture is the Podbean logo. So I'm wondering if there's someone from Podbean, or they just have that as their profile picture.
Does it default to that if you don't put a profile picture?
I don't
that's
know.
a good point.
No, it doesn't, because it'll be your first initial.
So what's question time
from Cory?
So if how do you say it again?
Eves Brooks.
If you could give a response, I'd be much appreciated.
What was the question?
He didn't ask it.
No, I did not. If they're, because they, like I said, since they have a Podbean logo for their profile picture, if they're actually from Podbean or that's just the logo they put up.
She's asking the question?
No, I'm asking that to them.
Oh, to Eves.
Yeah.
Not to me.
Right.
All right, good.
Is Eves asking a question?
No.
I'm
This
so
is the
confused.
question Corey is asking of this person.
He just said, I have a question. He didn't say who he was.
Yeah, I
posing
assumed
it
it was
to.
from someone.
When I say I have a question, it's my question.
Jesus.
But
I
you
got it.
also could have a question from Podbean for us.
And I would say from so and so,
You know
not
why?
from.
You know why Danielle
me.
understood it? Because they're like two beans in a pod.
Wow.
Yeah.
Grown.
That was pretty rough.
And you liked it.
I don't think there's much he doesn't like. Bob just farted into the microphone.
Moving right along.
Moving along.
So what do we have going on tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Haunted housing.
I'm terrified.
Did you forget?
Really?
Did you
Oh,
forget
yes.
about haunted housing?
That's what I was asking, to
He was bringing it
bring
up.
the topic up.
Man, you guys are.
No, but I asked
not
you. I asked him
avoiding
earlier
it.
when we were trying to figure out when we were
That was like 2
podcasting.
days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did forget then.
Okay. All right. That's fair. That's all I was asking. Because you're like, damn it, Nick. And I'm like, oh, I think he forgot.
I actually forgot myself a couple days ago, with all things considered.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and then when you actually said to me yesterday, you know, oh well, I told Bob, I said, well, maybe I'll. I said maybe I'll talk to you tomorrow, and he's like, well, we have the podcast tomorrow, and I'm like, oh yeah.
It's been a long week for everybody.
Yeah,
So.
and then Tony had said something earlier in the week too, when we were in kind of a fog, and he was like, well, I'm off this weekend and this, that, and the other, but you know, I can't do anything on Saturday because I have plans. And I said, oh, okay. He's like, yeah, it's crazy. He's like, I got plans on Saturday. I can't do anything. I'm like, dude, okay, all right. I'm not asking you, you know. And then he's like, I'm going somewhere on Saturday with and I'm like, oh yeah. I forgot. So yeah, so we're going out to Wired's Orchards tomorrow.
Is it? I'm sure I've asked this before. Is it Wired's?
We've been over this too.
I don't remember what it was. Is it Wired's or Weirds?
I call it Wired's. WIARD.
I know what you call it. I'm just asking, what is it called?
You should ask an employee tomorrow.
I think we'll have to do that.
Well, if it was German, it'd be Weird's.
Is it German?
It sounds kind of German. Actually, if it was German, it'd be
so
Weird's.
we don't know if it's German.
It'd be Weird's. But no, I don't. But it's just.
Hello, my name is Eves from Weird's.
No. Well, she's definitely not answering the question now.
Oh, come on, Eves.
But yeah, so we're going out there, and there's five different attractions that we can go to. Danielle, you said you're terrified.
I hate haunted houses.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you feel about clowns?
Doesn't matter.
No? Evil clowns? Not a problem?
No.
Okay.
Just,
So,
that's
You
Kaylee's
love
issue.
evil clowns?
I mean, I don't love them, but they don't, like, terrify me.
Okay. All right.
I just don't like being in small spaces with people close to me.
Like evil clowns?
Just people that jump out at you.
Like evil clowns.
I mean, yeah, there's other things than
So
evil
if you're
clowns.
in a small, confined space and an evil clown jumps out at you, what happens?
I'm gonna scream and probably body check anybody next to me.
What if that person is an evil clown?
Then they're gonna get body checked.
So
Nick's like, anyway.
no, I'm just looking at all this. So yeah, they used to close around 11. Now they close at 10:30.
Oh.
Keep that in mind.
Dang.
Oh, forget it.
That's really early,
Not
though.
even-
Yeah.
Going.
Well, because I think they realize.
Sorry.
I think they she's not used to that giant.
Clang!
I'm
Not used to
not.
that
This
giant
can's
can.
too big.
You know,
I picked it up, I was like,
you know, with all that drinking, the can inevitably gets bigger.
It's true.
but only once.
So, Wired's Orchards, I've been going for like 7 years. they only open at 7:30, but they close at 10:30 now, and I think that's because it takes, like if you were to purchase like all of them, it takes people like an hour to get through it.
Right.
So if they get the last person through at 10:30, or they sell the last ticket, then they let everybody still go through.
Well, that's good at least.
your own pace. Yeah, they're not like, get out.
Right.
All the lights come on.
But I'm sure,
masks.
I'm sure 11 people are like, boo. Let's go.
Have you ever been?
Rawr.
Have you ever been? Have you ever been?
Can I hear it one more time?
Excuse me, sir. Have you ever been?
I feel like
Have you ever been? Have you ever been?
Have you heard?
Mom.
Mommy?
Mommy. What?
Have you?
No, I have not.
Okay. So you guys will really like it because they put a lot of...
Will I?
Oh, yeah. It's, like I said, it's more...
Family friendly.
During the day, it's family
It's like
friendly.
Disney.
Family friendly during the day. But it's not like...
Family friendly with zombies.
Blood dripping, squirting from people's faces.
Well, that sucks.
I'm not going. Forget it.
Yeah, that's stupid.
It's not
You are
that
not selling this.
bothers me. It's the jumping out.
Dude, I want to see a dude stick a
evil
chainsaw
clowns.
right through the bottom of his mouth.
Right.
So there's... Bob, you went last year. What'd you think? First time.
I thought it was great. The only problem I had with the whole thing was that there were people... I was in the back, the last one to go through for a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some group of young kids behind me that was so scared that they kept pushing me. And I'm like, get off me. And they're like, you need to keep moving. This is awful.
Mister, go!
Yeah. And I'm like, this is not... Now you're ruining it for me. Because
Well, I guess you need to go first this year.
I might have to.
Unless,
But, we were letting the ladies go first.
unless Danielle would fight you for it.
This
She
lady
might.
does not want to go first, so you're good.
Oh.
You are
Good.
welcome to go in front of me.
So no junk punch on Saturday. That's great news.
I just need to be in the middle. I can't be at the
Oh.
end and I can't be in the
Yeah,
front.
okay.
If it's a
We're
line...
still talking about weirds, right?
Yes.
All right, let's check.
Oh.
So that's the hayride.
That looks cool. I like hayride.
It's very cool.
So
Very
there's
cool.
hay, and you're moving.
We do the hayride first.
I love hayrides because they're out on the outside.
You see.
They're out. They're not like there.
Why are we not going on an indoor hayride?
So you
Stupid hayride.
They actually build sets like
That's cool.
like small ghost towns. You can see. I mean, those obviously are all built just for that. And at the end of the hayride,
Just preparing myself.
yeah. At the end of the hayride, there's the mine shaft
Ooh.
that you actually go down into. Corey's giving me a really weird look.
Because we've looked at these pictures before.
Not all of them. The hayride. So you go through. When you're done with the hayride, you come back, and it takes you way the fuck out into this orchard is absolutely fucking huge.
Mm-hmm.
One pro tip that I could pass on to you guys, even you two. I don't know how you felt last year, but I've gone in jeans and like a short sleeve plaid shirt before and froze my ass off. I mean, fucking cold. That hayride gets going and it's cool out there.
All right, so no plaid. Got it.
So bring some sort of a coat. You can always leave it behind.
I already planned on wearing it.
Yeah,
Is it a plaid coat?
It is actually.
All right. You should be fine then.
Trust me, it was the one year I went, like, it was fucking miserable. I was like,
It's supposed to be nicer tomorrow though, like in the 60s.
okay.
Oh, thanks, Chuck Gatica.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Jerry Hodak. So anyhow, it's a blast. And then at the end of the hayride, they have like 15 different fire pits going and places to sit.
Do you get a donut?
They give you cider and donuts for free at the end of the hayride. And then you walk from there way back to the rest of the stuff. So I found that the big three are the ones to do. The other two, it's like, it goes from being like $39 for the first three, like the mine shaft, the asylum, the barn. I think it's the barn and the hayride. And then if you do like 6, it includes like, the crazy circus and shooting zombies with paintballs. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. For like an
Ooh.
Really sorry. Really
That
sorry
scared
about
me.
that. Totally sorry.
40 episodes, Bob.
Totally sorry.
40 episodes.
Don't often get up.
So, but it's the fun of going, and the cool thing is the way the houses are set up and the way you go through. you end in their general store, and it's all like homemade shit. Like from their orchard, like apple cakes, apple pies, apple
cakes and pies,
fritters. Dude, they have apple cider slushy machines. They have every kind of caramel apple you can think of, candy apples. They have apple candies, like different. I mean, it's just crazy. So bring some cash, because people end there and it's all hot underneath like the warmers and stuff, and it just smells like cinnamon, and everyone's like, yep.
Is it all cash only?
No. But they also have
Cory's like, I don't do cash.
They have like apple byproduct dog treats that they make, like bones and stuff. It's really cool. I'm like, oh, look at this cash cow. They funnel you right into this store. You literally walk out of the last one into the store.
That's great marketing.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that. It's actually more like stumble, like, oh, cider.
Wait a second.
Oh, there's nothing scary here.
Like you're thinking it's another scare room, and it's like, oh, it's a store.
Yeah, and you're like, oh,
an evil store.
I haven't bought cider or anything all year, but look at these clear straws full of fresh bees honey. They're flavored. Let me buy these.
That's my favorite time of year, man. Don't stop.
Me too.
Actually, I did get, speaking of honey treats. I figured that one would get you.
What the fuck? What?
It wasn't me.
You gotta warn me on this.
No, he waited until you took a big ol' inhale.
Drag. Speaking of honey treats.
Yeah,
as long as it's not a honey trap, we're good.
Plymouth Orchard sells all that honey stuff too, and the one year bought the cubed, it was like a cubed honey sucker made from pure honey.
It was pretty good.
Oh,
what was in
pretty
it?
Good honey.
French's mustard.
Oh, God.
Mustard and nutmeg.
Yeah.
Cory's favorite things.
Yeah, mine and Cory's. We can't stand mustard.
God. Oh, I know. Every time I put mustard in anything, he makes a face.
Oh, disgusting.
Oh, my God.
Did I tell you what happens to Dylan when he eats mustard?
Gets the shits?
Gets the mustard sweats.
He gets mustard sweats?
Yeah. Because he shaves his head, right? And he could be eating a sandwich. It doesn't matter if it's plain French's mustard or whatever. You just see the sweat start to beat up and then run down. Yeah.
Is he allergic to it?
Don't know.
That's weird.
He doesn't break out in hives or anything. He just literally starts to. It's like
it's not spicy though.
He becomes like the heat miser. He starts to like.
So he can eat like a slice of pizza and not drip a drop of sweat.
Problem. Yep, unless there's mustard on it.
But then mustard is involved.
Yeah, it's because it's the devil's spit. That's why.
No, it's not. It's amazing. I love
looks
mustard.
gross. It ruins everything. Even with mayonnaise that I do not care.
For fuck's sake.
Even with mayonnaise, I do not care for. Mayonnaise I can scrape off of a bun of a burger. Mustard? No. That bun is going to be like highlighter yellow.
You can scrape it off.
Throw it away.
You can scrape it off, you weirdo.
No, once it's on the food, it's on
done.
the food.
No.
Tainted.
You guys are nuts.
It's like a burger.
It's not a fucking tomato.
Oh, yes, it does.
Flavor of mustard.
No, it's not like a tomato where it leaves all its juices on
tomato I can take off.
So Grey Poupon, you don't like Grey Poupon?
I could deal with like the Kraft mustards.
Yeah,
but
or like
not like the brand.
Peppercorn mustards.
Oh yeah, I could do that. But like, but highlighter yellow French's, no.
Fucking amazing.
The only time.
Guys are nuts.
All I can think of is little disgusting children, all dirty hands with little mustard on the side of their lips from eating hot dogs and
what
crap.
In the actual fuck are you talking about?
It always sticks to the side of people's mouths and it's on their shirt.
I'm not gonna. I had a friend way back when, Joe McDowell, that he would eat a hot dog with ketchup and mustard on it, and by the time he was done, he'd like sit up and he'd somehow have mustard and ketchup stains underneath him. And
you just know messy people.
That's gross, dude.
And then he
another one, or is this?
No, I think that's it.
Mustard is disgusting. Yellow mustard is disgusting.
No, that's all.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Sorry, boys.
Bob's gonna walk downstairs to the Fireball cellar.
The cellar beneath the basement.
So, Kevin, I know you were on the fence, and then you said you didn't think you were going, but last year you pulled this same thing, and then the day of you said you were going. Are you still not going tomorrow?
Yeah, he said he's got to work.
Oh, he's got to work. Okay.
That's the last one.
No.
He also said the hayride is awesome.
We haven't been on the last bottle of Fireball in probably 3 months, but this is it.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
Well, at least there is a last one.
Yeah.
True.
And going back a few minutes here, Scott showed up in the room again, but he has since left.
Scott.
Your buddy from college.
Moore?
Yes.
Okay. Scotty Moore. Ooh, that's
a healthy shot.
This is pretty healthy too. What did you spill it?
You said no. You said we were out, so I shared.
You did?
That's the kind of person I am.
All shucks.
I have a feeling that Cory's response to that would have been like what the president of the NRA out of my cold dead hands.
Not sharing shit.
Was that a Charlton Heston quote?
Yeah.
Was it? Okay. Or was it a Wayne LaPierre quote?
No, Charlton Heston.
All right.
Especially when he comes
what
to
are we doing
Fireball.
here? Schnozzcast.
Everybody, shots.
Shots. Sitting back, Kevin, unless you're working, in which case, sorry. Woo!
I love Danielle's spirit. She cheersed us and took a sip of her drink.
I don't want to be rude.
Oh, I have to feel part of this luck.
Clears up the sinuses.
Woo-wee!
So here's a question for people that
people that have answers.
Yeah, for people that have answers, which you guys typically do. Drinking a Corona with us, Kevin says. Great. Fantastic.
No shot, Kevin? Come on. Dropping the ball.
So, in regards to this new format that we have with Podbean Live, I know you said we can download it, right?
Correct.
Can we immediately upload it?
That I have not looked into.
To where?
So I'm saying, like, people that are, because it's Friday night, they're like, hey, look, no offense, but I'm not home listening to a podcast right now. I'm out having dinner with my fiance,
right,
and we're putting the kids to bed and getting a babysitter, and then we're going out to the club. We didn't even know you were podcasting tonight. But tomorrow or Sunday, after church, I got a lot of free time.
Yeah.
And I heard you guys had a podcast the other day. The other day. Is there a way for people to tap into this that quickly, just as with the quickness of us going live? You don't have to do anything to it, do you?
I haven't listened to the one from last week, so I don't know what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
But I could tell you that it would have to sound amazing to beat what we're doing here.
So I can answer as far as
so you're using this content and we're using this content.
This content is for live. Like right now.
Right, yeah. And that's I can't tell you. I don't know if people are able to. And Scott's back, by the way.
Scotty Moore,
welcome back.
I was able to listen to it the other. Was it yesterday? The day before?
Mm-hmm.
The day before.
The day before. Pull up the.
Oh Jesus.
Pulled up the recording for it, and it sounds good.
Okay.
But it definitely doesn't have the sound of these microphones, obviously.
Yeah.
But I mean, if there is a way for people to pull it up instantly, I mean, yeah, it's not a wouldn't be a bad listen because it is definitely clear.
I think the point that you might be trying to get is, and maybe we want to make this change in how we do things. I have episode 38 ready to go. Like, I'll probably, if I don't publish it tonight before we leave the house, I'll do it in the morning.
Okay.
All ready to go. Got the artwork and the description and everything. I even have the thing for Instagram. But I've been kind of on that, like, we podcast every week, so I publish one every week. And right now we're like 2 behind.
Okay.
If we want to make it so that if we want to bring it closer, where I'm only like 1 behind, and if you're on Podbean, you'll be able to download it on iTunes like a week later. Or if you want to bring it up to the point where, like, we record on a Friday or Saturday and we publish on a Sunday, or Monday. We can do that. That immediate, like the next 24 to 48 hours would be tougher because I'd have to have the time to do it. But it could be done. So I feel like that's where you might have been going with that question.
No,
immediacy for the listeners.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was looking at, but
Yeah.
you know, I don't know if like every now and then, maybe even to help you out, every other episode, maybe, to publish the Raw live, because it would be instantaneous, and somebody that missed the live last night could listen to it, as opposed to a week later. You see what I mean?
Only issue with that, though,
There's a couple issues.
We'd only be able to upload it to Podbean.
No other platform.
No other platform.
Not true. Not
Wrong.
true. If you pull the MP3 down, I could publish that on Podbean and publish it, and it'll push it out everywhere.
Automatically or through?
Yeah, once I publish it, it'll go. Like, you can't do it through the live stream process. Like, live stream says, download this right now, or you could like make it available. I think that the make it available through the live stream process makes it available on Podbean. But if you download the MP3, I can go through the normal publishing process, and that's just like when we go to GarageBand, that's all we're doing is I'm putting an MP3 together.
Rob, let's not start a band. We've already got the podcast. It's too much.
You know what I mean? And we're doing that, and that's all we're doing.
So there'd be no difference. There really then would be no difference.
Thanks.
In because I would have to do the same thing, and I click the get recording. It doesn't automatically just put it onto Podbean. You still have to do the same thing. You have to download it and then basically publish it yourself.
Oh well, if you have to do that, then I'd be more in favor of shortening the cycle of, instead of being 2 episodes behind in publishing on iTunes and all the platforms,
Right.
either being 1 or less than 1 behind.
Yeah.
That would be, because
That'd be ideal.
I haven't heard it, but it would have to be pretty fucking fantastic to beat the fidelity that we have.
No, I'm not talking about
so-
replacing it.
Right, but maybe the problem that we're trying to fix is one that we can fix by just shortening the cycle instead of using.
Yeah.
Like Podbean live stream to me has a particular appeal and a particular niche where it fits, and it is introducing us to all of the people who are now using Podbean Live and using their beans to, it's introducing us to a whole host of new audience members. That's what it's for. I don't know that I would look to the recorded version of that as being what we publish to go out to all the platforms, just because odds are it doesn't sound as good as what we're recording.
That is true.
So perhaps we need to look into somehow tying the live into what we have here.
What do you mean?
I mean, tying the live into all of our microphones in the mixer, as opposed to just the Yeti mic in the middle.
I think based on the
There's
fact
got
that
to be a way. There's got to be a way.
There might be.
So,
I won't say there isn't.
So two
I don't know what it
projects.
is, though.
2 projects. I know you like projects.
Stop giving me projects. I've already got homework for the fucking shelf.
Look.
I gotta buy Fireball.
Looking. Okay, hold on.
Something's gotta give.
At one
Bob's like,
point,
God damn it, I'm in school anymore. What the
God damn
fuck?
it.
for the listeners.
I work for a living.
For the listeners out there. At one point, Bob actually told me, "Put that Fireball in your bag. We have too much. Why did you bring this?"
Yeah, that's why